I think, I believe, I am live. I am live, good people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good people. My name is Martini Morayawamuredi, and today I'm coming to you on a recorded video. I'm actually recording this on Monday, May 11th. It is early morning right now, about 40 degrees, about 7 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Anyway, today I'm coming to you live to read to you another letter from this awesome book that I've been reading, that I've been narrating letters, called Letters from a Nut. And each letter is hilarious, each letter is revealing, and each letter inspires me to write more letters. As you can see, I use bookmarks. I use envelopes. I have bookmarks for my books and stuff. But on this one, I have been using envelopes because I want to write a letter. And I already have a letter. At least I already have an address over here. Letter to Dana White. I found a stamp yesterday, so I'm gonna put a stamp today and get down to writing him. Who knows? Who knows what I'm gonna write? But anyway, thank you for joining me. Please, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, share it if you feel obliged. Thank you. I'm drinking coffee this morning, as I said. It's early. It's a little bit chilly, but I love it. I'm loving it. Anyway, today's letter from Mr. Ted L. Nancy. Oh yeah, and we're starting like a new chapter, and this chapter is called. Let me give me a second over here to get situated. Anyway, yeah, this letter is called "Hey Out There, It's Me," and whoa, dropping stuff. Hey out there, it's me. It's me, Martin Moraga Moradi, aka Mato, aka the Admiral, aka Sergeant Midnight, aka, you can write letters to remind people you're over there. But on this first letter by Mr. Ted L. Nancy, he is talking about, or he's actually writing to the LA Lakers, to the tickets department of the LA Lakers, P.O. Box 10, Inglewood, California, 90306. And this letter was written on September 11th, 1996. And this is what Mr. Ted L. Nancy wrote down to the LA Lakers. Dear Los Angeles Lakers, I want to buy a ticket for your next homestand. Go Lakers! Because of my injury, the backside of my pants must be completely cut out. A cellophane wrapper is replaced in that area, causing complete exposure. I can get a doctor's note if you want. I don't want to cause a disturbance at the game, but I do want to jump out of my seat and yell for the Lakers. The only time you will see my cellophane exposed buttocks will be during the time I enter and exit the arena, during behind the back passes and three-point buzzer shots. In essence, my backside is cut out with cellophane over it. I have seen cowboys with this look in line dancing, so it's not too bad. How much is a ticket? I hope my see-through rear will be acceptable at your next homestand. Let me know about the doctor's note. Sincerely, Ted L. Nancy. Well, ladies and gents, boys and girls, that's the letter Mr. Nancy wrote. I've never written a letter to my favorite sports team, or that's a sports team that I'm going to watch them play. Maybe it's because I didn't have any issues or any concerns regarding where I was going to be sitting, or any disadvantages or discomforts that might cause other people who are sitting around me. But on this letter over here, we learned something personal about Mr. Ted L. Nancy. Is he has a condition that has him have to have, that makes him have to cut out the back side of his pants. And on this letter, he's writing to the Lakers because there's a few thousand people who go to the Lakers games, and most of them are tourists. And I bet you he didn't want to leave a bad impression about the Lakers or himself. So he wrote to the Lakers like a good fan would. And the LA Lakers wrote back. And it's a pretty prompt letter. You can see that there's a reason that they've won so many championships. And it's because they're on top of their shit. They reply, that's their letterhead. And in 96, they had won 6 championships, 72, 80, 82, 85, 87, and 88. Anyway, on September 18th, 7 days, a week after Mr. Ted L. Nancy wrote to him, the LA Lakers decided to write back. And this is what they wrote. Dear Mr. Nancy, if you're concerned that your exposure is an embarrassment, our assumption would be that you can find some way to drape or cover yourself, especially as you are able to walk and jump. If this is not the case, and you have medical documentation, we will be glad to provide an attendant to escort you to sit and explain your situation to the nearest usher. Individual game tickets go on sale October 5th and are priced at $21 a game. Once you have obtained your tickets, you may give me a call if you feel you need assistance. Our best wishes to you. Very sincerely, Bob Steiner, Director of Public Relations. That's the reply, good people. Never know what you're gonna have, what you're gonna get unless you ask. You never know what's on the other side of the door unless you knock and somebody on the other side opens it. And it's the same way for Mr. Nancy. I believed when I read that letter just a few minutes ago, I believe Mr. Nancy couldn't, there was no way the LA Lakers, probably the most popular basketball team of all time, was going to allow him to come with his buttocks exposed. But they are customer centric and they offered simple solutions for him. You can find a way to cover it up with something that's not revealing. And if you can't, just call us back when you get your tickets and we'll situate you. Tell the ushers and all the people, the personnel who will be in your area. So anyway, that's the letter that not that I wrote, that Mr. Nancy wrote to the Lakers. Anyway, I've been ending these videos with a personal note, something personal about myself. And today is no different. Today I'd like to tell you about my love of music. I've loved music for a long time, good people. I used to be in the school choir. I used to participate in traditional African dances in the school. I went to school in Kenya, and in Kenya we have a music festival, and each school gets to participate. And that's how I fell in love with music. I was in school, and I was a troublemaker. I was a troublesome kid, and we had this teacher, the choir master, the head of the music department. He was this general kind dude, Mr. Matsugulu. Oh man, I wish I could remember. But anyway, if you went to Musa Guitar, please remind me. Please remind me. I know it started with an M. Anyway, and it had a U and an I. Anyway, I loved music from back then. Him forcing me, because if you didn't go to choir practice, music practice, you'd be punished and stuff. And he forced me to like music, at least appreciate music. He didn't force me, or at least he built the curiosity in me. And these days I love all kinds of music. Currently, I'm watching right now. I've been watching this documentary by Ken Barnes. I'm on episode 3. Started about a week ago, and each episode's about 2 hours long. So it's a good mini documentary or documentary series, and it's about jazz. And I've gone to appreciate jazz even more watching this. And it's become one, like every type of music has something unique to it, and jazz has always had something that is it's almost like faith, belief in God. You can't really, some things you can't really explain. You just hear it and you love it. Or maybe you don't, but I've loved it since I was a kid. And I remember loving jazz back in the days when I was a kid in Kenya in the early 90s. Usually we had one radio station, a government radio station, and when it came on, In the morning they'd have jazz, or even if especially in the afternoon, like around rush hour, 4 to 6 o'clock, they'd have jazz. And I loved jazz. I love jazz because most of it doesn't have words. It's just people playing. You just hear the instruments, and there's something ephemeral. I think I'm using that word right. Yeah, there's something ephemeral about just instruments, notes, you know, organized noise that I like about that. So yeah, so that's something personal about me, good people. I was in the music choir, participated in music. I love music. I love Mongolian throat music, good people. If you hear some Mongolian throat music from some place, please send me the link. I'm always looking for some in Mongolian throat music, Mongolian metal music. That's some awesome. That's another awesome genre that I've gotten into recently. Anyway, thank you for watching. Uh, Join me tomorrow, same place on YouTube. I'll post another video around 9 o'clock. Anyway, thank you. Please stay healthy. I hope you'll be blessed. Stay grateful too. We have too many blessings that we never count. Otherwise, adios. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Oh yeah, please subscribe and like my channel.